your lawyers spell it out. There are teachers that are refusing to actually mark projects, mark student work during the 3-day window before they open. So they're refusing to do the work within a retroactively.
There are two issues that the Labor Relations Board will be dealing with today based on the BCPC application. The most important issue is the issue that relates to report cards, and in particular report cards before June. Report cards are an important tool that parents can use in terms of knowing where their children are at, what the progress is. And at this point, the Bctf is advising us that their members will not be providing report cards until the end of June. So we're hoping that the Labor Relations Board can assist us in terms of getting report cards prior to this time.
But there also, like you said, there's certain Surrey Connect is not actually marking student assignments?
Correct. There was an issue specifically in Surrey related to Surrey Connect that dealt with a window of 3 days where teachers were on strike and assignments came in through distance education, and we're hoping that through the Labor Relations Board's assistance today that we'll be able to get those assignments marked as well.
Now, Susan Lambert says that they will do report cards after, based on the work after March 17th.
Yes, but what we understand so far, and this is what will get clarified today, is that the report cards actually won't be issued till the end of June. And without formal report cards before the end of June, what's missing is the important role that principals and vice principals play in terms of reviewing the report cards, ensuring that they're issued, ensuring that they're dealing with any gaps, et cetera. So we want to make sure that we have an up-to-date reporting starting now that the strike is over and that regular work should have recommenced.
So that report card will be issued when, in May?
Well, that's what we're hoping to determine today in terms of the Labor Relations Board, is exactly how soon we can get a full resumption of work, including the marks that were done between September and now, so that parents can get that information.
So you want to include the marks or whatever, the data prior to March 16th?
Correct, and the BCTF have been very clear that teachers have been maintaining that information. It's just a question of when it's reported.
So are we talking about 2 report cards, the spring report cards and then the end of the year report cards?
The BCTF have said they'll do the end of the year report card, and we're hoping that we also get report cards in advance of that.
Because you really need those interim marks to sort of figure out where students are. It's if you wait till the end of June, it's too late, are you saying?
Well, that would be just one reporting period for the year, and the School Act calls for 3 formal reporting periods, so we're hoping we can, by and large, get 2 reporting periods for the year.
And do you wish that they do include data prior to March 16th?
They've been very clear that they have the assessment data, and so that our hope is, that will go into the report cards.
And if it doesn't?
Well, that's what the Labor Relations Board will decide today.
This is a one-day hearing?
That's what we know so far.
As the member mentioned, just parents and students, they don't need the period report card to know whether they are struggling or not, whether the parents need to know their children's performance in school. So the year-end report card should reflect those things at the end. So why asking here for them to reporting through period and monthly?
Well, as we stated in our submission, one of the important things is that we know as soon as possible what progress parents are making, and that principals are also involved in the process, so that if issues arise, such as students needing to go to summer school, parents are aware as soon as possible and that they can deal with those issues.
So, inform on machine, your name and rank?
Yeah. Jackie Griffiths, JACQUIEGRIFFITHS, Associate Executive Director, BC Public School Employers Association.
Thank you.
So if it's a one-day hearing, are they likely to rule today, or just take, you don't know?
That'll be for the Labor Relations Board to determine.